What you're about to witness is probably the only compression settings you're ever going to need when you're mixing vocals. Well, that's if you want the same sound as big mix engineers and you want your vocals to cut through every single speaker they're played on. But if you're after weak, barely audible vocals, then this video is not for you. If you're new to my channel, my name's Streaky and I've been a pro engineer working with some of the world's leading artists for over 25 years, and I'm here on YouTube to share all the knowledge that I have so that you can make better sounding music. Anyway, less about me, let's get in the door and I'll show you how to do this compression. So the track that I'm working on is a vocal that I processed in last week's video. If you want to see that video, it will come up at the end of this one and there's a link in the description. I'm going to show you the compression settings that really finish it off now. So this is how it currently sounds with the track. So make sure that your vocals are normalized, because then we're making sure the level is at its peak for when it's hitting the threshold of the compressors. We're going to get a UAD 1176, and then what we're going to do is set this to the settings of 30, 18, 3 on the attack, and 7 on the release. Now, remember, these on the 1176 are the reverse of normal attack and release, so that's why we have the release all the way around here. So it's a kind of slowish attack and a very fast release, and the ratio is 4:1. This is going to do a massive amount of compression, which is quite scary when you see it happening, but it sounds really good. So let's listen to the effect of that on the vocals, which I've now soloed.
Oh na na, now you wanna go back, how about that? Shoulda never did your dirty work, now it cannot be undone. You won't take my hand, but it's too late now, that's your bad. Shoulda never had your dirty plans, now it cannot be undone, oh nah. My waistline don't lie, that's why the boys hypnotize. Energy and good vibes.
So as you can see, there's quite a lot of heavy compression going on there, but because it's taking away so much of the dynamics and just keeping it very consistent, when it's played over the top of the track, it's really nice to listen to and it really engages your ear. So we've got another stage to go now, which is to add a limiter to this. Now, the reason that we're going to do this at this point is because we want to get rid of any stray peaks. This is why mixes can get really loud masters, because you're not having loads of peaks left in the track. It's a very solid sound, so when you go to master it, the compressors and the limiters aren't reacting to those stray peaks because they've already been removed at the mix level, and you get a very strong, consistent sounding mix. So let's put the limiter on this and you'll see what I mean.
Oh na na, now you wanna go back, how about that? Shoulda never did your dirty work, now it cannot be undone. You won't take my hand, but it's too late now, that's your bad. Shoulda never had your dirty plans, now it cannot be undone.
So you can see I'm taking away about -3 dB of gain reduction. The point of that is we just want to get that consistent sound, take those peaks off so that we can just be totally in control of where the vocal is. It's going to sit on top of the mix nicely, and then when it goes to mastering, when it has a final limiter put on it, it will not be jumping up and down. It will be solid, and that's why it plays through the speakers really well. Let's now play that all together with the track, and then what I'm going to do as I'm doing it is I'm just going to rebalance that vocal bus over the top of the track so it's sitting there nicely, but it's going to be consistent because of the compression and the limiting. Here we go.
Now you wanna go back, how about that? Shoulda never did your dirty work, now it cannot be undone. You won't take my hand, but it's too late now, that's your bad. Shoulda never had your dirty plans, now it cannot be undone, no nah. My waistline don't lie, that's why the boys hypnotize. Energy and good vibes, surely will keep you enticed. Hips moving on so slowly, hands on my waistline only. Don't rush, take your time, take time. Oh na na, now you wanna go back, how about that? Shoulda never did your dirty work, now it cannot be undone. You won't take my hand, but it's too late now, that's your bad. Should've never had your dirty plans, now it cannot be undone, no, nah. My waistline don't lie, that's why the boys hypnotize. Energy and good vibes, surely will keep you in ties. Hips moving on so slowly, hands on my waistline only. Don't rush, take your time, take time. Oh, nah.
So if you want to download this session and others, then go to Streaky Plus. There is a link in the description for Streaky Plus. If you don't know what Streaky Plus is, it's the platform that I give one-to-one feedback on people's mixes. I also do exclusive weekly lessons on mixing and mastering, and it's the place where you can download all the social media presets and sessions that I do on YouTube and Instagram. So if you want to check out Streaky Plus, make sure you click the link in the description. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit subscribe. So as promised, watch this next video if you want to see all the processing that I did on this track before today's compression.